Lasermate. Eject. Operation. Channel intro.
Hello fellow YouTubers, WfC Stop Motioner here, and my Kingdom Waspinator has finally arrived. I've been anxiously awaiting this Waspinator. So for the packaging, we've got the standard product shots on the back. Transforms in 20 steps. There's the artwork. Looking really awesome. Okay. I'm gonna cringe looking back at this. But I have to, it's Waspinator. Alright, no more goofy voice. Alright. They keep doing that with the golden discard. Alright, he looks really cool. So, I'll go ahead and get him open and review him. Alright, so the card I got is another Optimus Prime. Except when you peel it, this time it shows Nemesis Prime. That didn't happen in Kingdom, but who cares? I didn't really like Kingdom that much, so let's move on. Alright, so here's Waspinator. And I have to admit, this figure was kind of an interesting process for me. Initially I saw him, I thought, well, it looks kind of cool. And I thought, I don't know. Then and she was like, okay, I'll go and get him once reviews started showing up. And I'm pretty happy with him. There's definitely some things that could have been done better, but for the most part, I think he's pretty solid. So here we have him in his Wasp Mode, which I do like, even if I am kind of scared of wasps. But he's got movable articulated mandibles. Like, I don't think that's ever been a thing on a Waspinator figure before. He can move his antennae, but that doesn't really matter that much in either mode. Got these clear purple wings, which is accurate to Beast Wars. It's putting a lot of people off, but that is how he's supposed to look. They're on ball joints, so you get pretty good bit of movement. The Beast legs, of course, can't really do too much with them. And then you got the Stinger back here. That's pretty nice. Let's bring in the rest of the Predacons I have. I'm not bringing out Dinobot. Just the Kingdom Predacons. With Scorponok, I went ahead and just... I remove his legs when I turn him into Scorpion mode. It's an annoying thing to do, but you know, I don't like the robot legs on there. They kind of mess it up. So there's him. There's Black Arachnia. And Megatron. So he looks cool with all of them. I really don't think there's a lot more to talk about with the Beast Mode. There's some really good sculpts on it. That's what Kingdom has definitely been giving us a lot of. You can see his robot hands, but it's not too bad. Front here is not so pretty, but there's only so much you can do with it. I did also forget to mention the head can move up and down, so that's pretty cool. So, I think we can move on to Waspinator Terrors. Transformation is actually pretty fun for the most part. So first, you just undo this part right here, hold this down, then you just kind of have to pull it down more to untab it. I had a really hard time with that the first time. Pull this down, rotate this, and the knees, pull up the foot, pull up the heels, then the legs, just kind of do whatever you want with those. go. And then you just undo this right here, just like this. Rotate the hand, then do the same on this side. Then you just split the wasp head like that. Then you undo this right here. And you kind of hinge this part back, and it's going to just kind of tab into place like that. Then you just fold this up, and it's just going to tab in right here. Just kind of straighten everything out. And that is pretty much Waspinator in his robot mode. And overall, I do like this robot mode. There are some things that definitely could have been better. Mainly, I really wish he was a little bit bigger. See, look at that, he's a lot shorter than Black Arachnia. And he's a little bit taller than Scorponok at the head, but still, he's not as tall as he should be, and he's not as tall as he should be either. And then he's a lot shorter than Megatron. Now, in fairness, Megatron is, I think, a little bit too big. Either way, there's the Predacons, and they do look cool together. Just the scale's a little bit off. Not quite as good as it has been with the Maximals. Now if you poke through here, pull his weapon out, and I'm just gonna be honest, this weapon kind of sucks. It would work a lot better if there was just something that made it look more like a gun. As it is, this will have to do. Other than that, though, it's pretty much down to nitpicks. Like, maybe the bug legs could have been hidden a little bit better, but I'll be a little bit more forgiving of that. And hey, at least popping his head isn't too hard, so that's nice. So we can have a headache in his whole body. So for his articulation, as I said, head is on a ball joint. It's okay. And he does have light piping. However, I do not have a light with me, as I never seem to. The shoulders can do full 360. You can go out that far. Get a rotation right here. Get an elbow bend. And pretty good. Then the bug legs on the arms, I guess, if you want to count that. Then you do get a wrist rotation, so that's pretty nice. You do get a waist swivel, but it's a little bit limited because the bug legs are going to collide with the wings, or this part's going to collide with the mandibles, so it's a little bit limited. It still kind of works, though. Oh, and the wings. If you want, you can just kind of splay them out like that. Legs can kick forward that far. That's pretty good. But then due to the stinger, they can't go back very far. They can go up this far. You get a rotation right here. You get a pretty good knee bend. And then the feet and the heels. Do that. And you get an ankle tilt. So there's some parts where he's a little bit limited, but for the most part, articulation is good. Not really a whole lot more I'd want. He does have his Predacon symbol on his shoulder, which I think is pretty accurate. When you do get the articulated antennae, I guess, if you want to use that. Again, I won't be really using it, but if you want it, it's there. Head sculpt is pretty nice. I definitely look at it and think, yeah, that's Waspinator. I did forget to mention, if you want, you can move that in a little bit, I guess, but that's not really going to serve much for a purpose. So I honestly think that's all there is to say about him. I can't really think of much else to talk about. So I'll go ahead and stick him on the display. Alright, so there's Waspinator with my Beast Wars Season 1 display. And overall, he looks cool there. Again, if he was just a little bit bigger, I'd be a lot happier. But as it is, this is a pretty good representation of a very loved character from Beast Wars. In terms of if I recommend you go out and get him, if you have the Thrilling 30 version, I don't really have many opinions on that figure. It looked good, but this guy's pretty good also. So, it's kind of up to you really as to what you prefer. I'm probably going to stick with this. I'm happy with it. It's not quite like Rhinox, where I'm not really sure if I'm going to stick with that one or track down the Thrilling 30 version. So, that's my review for Transformers Kingdom Deluxe Class War for Cybertron Waspinator. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and God bless.